before we talk about the game, I think it's important to recognize milestones in our game, and especially for you guys in the room, myself, basketball junkies like we are, to do what he did and get on that top 5 of that list and play basketball the way he plays basketball, with how unselfish he is and how how great he is with getting his teammates involved, is something that should be praised and talked about, and I'm sure it will be. So it's just, I'm doing my part and congratulating one of the all-time greats on a great accomplishment.
Hey, Luke, what did you see in LeBron starting in that second quarter that just sort of turned things and he carried out through the rest of the game specifically?
He was definitely seemed to be a little more aggressive on some of the things, and it's something we've talked about as the season's gone. It's constantly finding that balance of being aggressive and kind of putting the team on your shoulders. Not that we didn't have great performances from some other people as well, but and letting some of the other guys, younger guys, still continue to play make and take big shots and draw up plays for them. So I thought tonight he just he took it upon himself a little more to just be aggressive and make sure that we were where we had to be.
And do you have an update on Rondo?
He broke his hand, so fractured, broke. I'll give you details later. They're figuring out the details, but he'll be out for at least a few weeks.
Luke, what do you think of the physical defense that Portland was putting on LeBron, more so in the second half, I guess?
I'm always okay with physical defense as long as it's allowed to be physical all over the court. I don't get the chance to see the replays, so it's always tough to tell. But he got hit in the head. It looked like one time. It looked like on the flagrant. They made sure to that he wasn't going to get an and one. So that's always a little tricky. I don't think CJ's a dirty player at all. I think you're raised to, if you're going to foul someone, don't let them lay it up. So sometimes that can get a little harder than you intend. But he takes a beating out there. He really does. He takes a beating every time he drives, or you have to put hands on him. You have to put elbows into him because of his size and strength. And he could probably, if you looked at video, he could probably shoot 100 free throws a game if everything was called. But that's just it's the same when I played with Shaq, and Shaq used to get fouled a lot and not get free throws. But he does a great job of playing through that either way and making plays.
Do you know what exactly happened to Rondo that caused that injury?
He hit his hand on the floor, is what I was told. When he went to steal that ball. Again, they're getting all the details together. I just know that he'll be out for a few weeks for now, and I'll get more information when I get done talking to you fine people.
The play when he stripped Nurkic?
I think that's when I noticed him start to kind of grip at his hand, but I haven't seen the replay yet. I just was told on my way in we'd be missing him for a while.
Luke, Dame had 31 in this game, but you guys held him to 8 for 23 from the field. How did you guys defend him tonight?
I don't think we did a good job early on. I thought our defense continued to pick up as the game went on. He's an incredible player, and the way he can shoot the ball from so deep and so quick, and how well he gets to the basket, he's a tough defend. And I thought our guys did a really nice job. We fouled him too much in the second half. We got to do a better job, more consistent of showing our hands on that stuff. But I thought we gave, take the first quarter out, I thought we gave winning effort defensively for the rest of the game. And that's what you try to do with great players. You know they're going to score. You just try to make it as hard on them as possible and make them really work for it. And I thought we did a nice job of that.
Coach, I know you don't typically play the same team over this short of a span 3 times. Have you noticed just significant progression in each one of the games?
Well, I got to watch film on this one still. But my gut, says we did some really nice things tonight. It also says we did a lot of sloppy things tonight and soft defensively to start the game, which is, we've done too many times already this year. So I'll watch the tape and get a better view of it. But our second game was definitely better than our first game. And, our second game was pretty good up there, besides that late run they went on. But I thought we were pretty good again tonight.
Obviously, there were a bunch of plays by LeBron tonight, but what was the one that signaled to you that it might be a different night for him and just a special night?
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. It's when you're, for me at least, when I'm coaching the game, there's so much going on. It's, I see that he's having a big night, but there's not one play that's like, holy Lord. But I'm sure when I watch the tape tonight, there'll be several plays that are like that. But he's as we all know, he's a very special basketball player.
Luke Rondo's given you guys kind of obviously the leadership and the pace that he's been able to play with. How will you guys compensate for not having him out there for however long it is? Where has he been most valuable?
Yeah, well, he's to me he's done an incredible job of kind of getting that second group playing at a really nice rhythm for us, and the way he orchestrates a unit and getting guys shots, recognizing when players haven't had a shot in a while. Him and KCP have started to build a nice little chemistry of dribbling in transition, of flipping it to Kenny, coming off for a shot. So I think that whole group really counts on his playmaking and his leadership. So that's where he'll be missed the most. But the way we make up for it, there's obviously not another Rondo to just put out there to do that stuff. So it's one of those things where, as a group, as a team, we all have to do a little more to make up for it.